Guys, welcome back to Fully Funded Scholarship. This is the Rhodes Trust Scholarship in the United Kingdom. It's a fully funded scholarship for masters and PhD categories at the University of Oxford in the United Kingdom. So this scholarship is a fully funded scholarship, and it covers up to 18,118 pounds per annum, from which scholars pay all living expenses and accommodation as well. So that's what it covers. So let's look at the brief introduction about the Rhodes Scholarship. It said when different people come together in a shared spirit, the exciting things begin. The Rhodes Scholarship is a life-changing opportunity to join astounding young people from around the world to study at the University of Oxford. So this scholarship is it's a UK scholarship, and it's tenable, or it's achievable at the University of Oxford in the United Kingdom. So for you to get a scholarship, you need to apply to the University of Oxford and get and secure an admission with the University of Oxford. So let's look at the selection criteria without wasting much time. Okay, he said there is no such as a type when considering who gets selected from a scholarship. In fact, the strength of the scholarship comes from diversity. Okay, so let's look at the eligibility checker too. Okay, from previous videos I've actually created about this scholarship, the eligibility for this scholarship is it just has to do with your country and your level of graduation. For instance, if I impute my country here, you see that it will pop out if my country is eligible or is not eligible. Okay, so here it's already showing me that my constituency is West Africa, and showing me the various lists of countries that are in West Africa, and it's prompting me if I am from any of these countries, either yes or no. Then my residence is also requesting if I'm resident in any of these countries. So if I just hit on yes, yes, yes on all of this questionnaire now, this will take me to the next stage of application, such as if it requests if I graduated with a second class upper honor from my bachelor degree. It will actually it will also to take me to be the next stage of application for this scholarship. And this scholarship will also require you to have an English language proficiency requirement for you to be eligible for the scholarship. So let's look at the English language requirement there, and the waiver. Let's go through the waiver first. Okay, on this particular waiver page, it didn't list any countries. It didn't list any country, a list of countries that maybe that are exempted from this English language proficiency document, or English language as a major language. But the only questionnaire it gave is if English is the primary language in my country, or majority of residents in my country use English as a means of communication. That's the only thing it requests. So if I clicked on yes, and it now told me that I would not need to I wouldn't need an English language test certificate or test certification anymore, by virtue of clicking on that my major language in my country is English. So let's continue with the eligibility page. Okay, so let's look at the next step. We've seen eligibility. Have we checked on selection criteria? Okay, yes, we've checked on selection criteria. So the third is eligibility, which was where we left. Okay, so let me key in my country's name again, and let's see what it brings. So let me just click on yes, yes. It said you meet either of the below criteria. You must be aged 18 to 24 on 1st of October 2023. Or for medical, dental, pharmaceutical, law, or engineering students, to allow you to complete a professional internship. Okay, so there's an age restriction, or an age minimum and maximum for this particular scholarship. Then the third, it says university's policy determines the date of completion of academic requirement for a degree, and may be different from when a degree is considered awarded by the university, or the date of a graduation ceremony. In ambiguous cases, the case of a national secretary is final. Okay. So it's requesting that you must not be more than 25 or 27, or 27 for most cases. So you must not be more than that age. So the next stage is your academic achievement, asking if you're coming for a full-time scholarship, and you click on yes, and if you also graduated with a first class, either a first class or a second class upper honor. So let's now proceed to the next page. Okay, say great news. Say based on your answers in the eligibility checkout, you are eligible to apply for the Rhodes Scholarship. So that's just the only thing that you need on the eligibility page, just to answer those few questions. Then after that, then you proceed to this page. You see the opening date for application of this scholarship is 1st of June, and this is today is June 3rd that this video is dropping, and the closing date for this scholarship is 28th of September. So you can see that this scholarship has a very long opening and application, a very long application window for you to put in your application. So you have June, July, August, September. So you have about 4 months to put in your application as regard this scholarship. So that's just a short one over there for the Rhodes Trust scholarship. under West African category. So I'm just using West Africa as a case study. So if you are from other regions, you can put in your own country's name, and it will also pop out the requirements that are needed or the eligibility for each individual country. Then if you're also confused, you are not too clear, but especially as regard the age and the age category, you can contact this national secretary for your particular constituent and for a particular constituency, and his decision about you is usually final as regard the scholarship. If he says you are eligible to put in your application, then you are eligible and you submit an application for the scholarship. So guys, that's for the Rhodes Trust Scholarship. So remember that the Rhodes Trust Scholarship covers your tuition, your living allowance, your tuition fee waiver is the living allowance, and your health. It covers your health also, and I think those are the major things it covers. Record that this scholarship does not cover your visa. It does not cover your airfare ticket from your home country to the United Kingdom, to Oxford in the United Kingdom. So you must note that. So let's now proceed to the David Oyedepo Foundation Scholarship for undergraduate students. So this scholarship is for undergraduate students. It's a scholarship deadline is June 30th, 2023. Say read below instruction before submitting your application. All winners will be notified on or before 30th August 2023. So that's what is there. So we are just going to run through the application form now, because there's no other page as regard the scholarship. It's just the application form direct that is popped out or that is being announced by the scholarship board. It says if selected, you'll be asked for documentation to support the data you provide. Likewise, all correspondence and awards agreements will be generated from the personal information submitted below. So please use proper spelling, capitalization, and punctuation. Okay, so what are you requesting? I did mention that in this scholarship, there are two universities that you can choose from to study, either the Covenant University or the Landmark University. So under there, you can click on Covenant. Then what's the major area of study? You select it here. Then after selecting that, so let's just select one. Let's use maybe, okay, let's just use nursing. Let's use nursing. Then you put in your first name, put in your last name, then your date of birth. Now ensure your date of birth is fair, is correct, is accurate, that there are no errors, because it can just, your date of birth can just disqualify you. Maybe even if it's just only the day, maybe the month and the year are correct, but the day is wrong, it can disqualify you. Especially maybe if you've successfully gotten the scholarship and under documentation now you are now being screened, and they discover that what you filled into the systems at the time of application versus what you are submitting, that there is discrepancy, it can disqualify you from getting a scholarship. Even though you have been awarded, you may not be able to proceed with it. Then you put in a mobile number. If you have two mobile numbers, to be better. Then you put in an email, put in a home address, you put in your street address. If you have two addresses, you put it, then the name of your city, then your zip code, then your birth certificate. This birth certificate is to verify or to validate your date of birth that you are going to be putting in, and the date of birth column. Then your guardian information, which is your parents or the people who are whom are your guardian. Then you fill in their mobile number as well. Then if you have the organization that you do work, you fill in the name also, then the position, then your educational information such as your WAEC result, that's West Africa Examination Council, you fill it in this particular column. Then your JAM result, that's Joint Admission and Matriculation Board, you upload the result here. Then your secondary school transcript, you upload on using this particular page. Then recommendation information. So remember that majority of scholarship require you to have somebody who recommends you. So you put in the name of your referee. This is what we popularly refer to as a referee. So you put in his name, his first name, his last name, his occupation, his phone number. I think his email should also supposed to also be requested, but if it's not, no problem also. Then his address, then the academic reference letter that he has given to you, he or she has given to you, you also put it here as well. Then your religious or recommendation letter, remember that this David Oyedepo Foundation Scholarship is from let me say it's from a religious organization. So they also require that your religion should be able to also give you a recommendation. Your local assembly or your local congregation should be able to give you a reference. So you fill in the name of your referee, the first name, last name, his occupation, his address, then the reference letter itself, you upload it. Then if there is any other information that you feel will be necessary for this scholarship that you need to upload, then you upload it with this file upload here. And after that, you specify your gender, then you specify if you are African citizen. Then I think the last part is or the ending. Towards the ending is you write an essay on leadership experience. If you have had any leadership experience, you should be able to write it. Then or you also write an essay on why you need the scholarship as well. Now, your essay on scholarship, remember that you recall that it's an undergraduate scholarship, so your leadership experience may not actually, or you may have not actually had much leadership experience. However, if during your days of secondary or high school, maybe you occupied position as a class prefect, senior prefect, or any special prefects all through the days of your elementary to high school or primary to secondary school, you can specify them that these were the leadership experience you had during these were the challenges you had, these were how you were able to solve those challenges. So that can also be a very brief one, and you are expected to write about 500 words on that particular essay. Then the second one is why you need the scholarship. So you should be able to tell why you need a particular scholarship. Now it can foster your zeal or your desire or your quest for learning. Having a scholarship, knowing that your study or your learning will be covered or paid, it will give you the desire to focus more on studying rather than bothering yourself about how your study be covered. So that's another thing that the scholarship will favor you. Then the next part of still on the essay is essays on why you want to pursue your chosen course. Okay, you should be able to know why you want to pursue a particular course or a particular discipline. Why do you want For instance, I chose nursing there, so I should be able to tell why I want to study nursing. Let's say maybe I have passion about caring for people, helping people who are in need or who are not able to help themselves. That's what, or people who are sick. That's just in a simple terms, or in the easiest terms, that you'll be able to convince somebody on why you want to study nursing is to tell another person that I want to study nursing because I like caring for people, or I like showing care, I like showing compassion, I like showing empathy to people. So that can just maybe be a guideline towards you writing your essay. So he said the last essay, he said, tell us how passionate you are about your country. So you should be able to spell that out, why you love your country, how passionate you are. Remember that your country is all you've got. You don't have any other one, nowhere else to go. So no one has a fantastic country, but aside of that, the good things that you know that are in your country, you should be able to spell it out, that that's the reason you are passionate about your own country. Remember that this aspect of these essays will speak a lot of volume as to your chances of earning this scholarship. Is very, very important. You must not joke with it. You must not joke with this aspect of a scholarship essay. You must not joke with it at all. You shouldn't. The essay in every scholarship contributes a lot as to if you will get the scholarship or you won't get it. So ensure that your essay is well polished. Then a question here is, say, have you submitted an application for admission? If you have submitted an application for admission either at Landmark or at Covenant University, you specify it. Then the secondary school you attended, you specify the name. The year of secondary school's graduation, you write the name. Then your transcript cumulative, you key it in also. Then high school activities, community activities, volunteer works, experience, offices held, and the rest of them. So these are kind of like previous experience that you held. Now it's optional because not everybody who may have who may actually had held any of these positions here. So if you have, you upload, that's why you see that it's not actually needed. That's why you see that there's no red asterisk attached to the each column here. Then the next thing, you put in your YF score. Then if you have any other this thing to ask, can also specify there. It say, has any of your sibling ever received the Idiroko Foundation scholarship before? So if any of your siblings have received, specify it. Say, do you plan to complete a degree with Covenant or Landmark University? Put yes. Do you have disability? If you have, were you born outside of Africa? Either yes, no. This is not a personalized question. Then the last part is, if you have any relative that works at a Landmark University, you should be able to, you should take it there. And that's just it about the scholarship. So guys, please like this video, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you in the next one. I'm Moses Obarisi. Bye.